Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And yeah, this place is turning into a complete war zone. Here, as you can see, the caption in this video, it says second shooting by federal agents in Minneapolis. Right, so I believe they shot a Venezuelan, brother. Just a week after they shot that Edomite in the face. So this thing is kicking off, man. I don't think it's going to dwindle down because people are outraged, and there's a lot going on in the world, man. So much that you can't keep up. It's a lot going on in the world, and people are tired. People are fed up, frustrated, and you've had regular citizens speaking and talking about how to, that they're gonna come out there armed, because now you see, ICE agents, pretty much declaring war against U.S. citizens. We told y'all, DJ Trump, when he said there was going to be a mass deportation. Yeah, he did that, but that was the cover up for him to put hell on you citizens as well. It's a lot of things going on, and the Lord is the orchestrator of it all. Nothing happens unless the Lord writes off on it, man. Unless the Lord approves it. Let's get another one, because you can clearly see that we are in the evil days. We are in the last days. If you want to, deny it, that's on you. If you want to deny it. Right? This is Ecclesiastes, right? Chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So as so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you are to remember and seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua, in the days of your youth. Right? In the days that are not like this, because this is just the beginning. The Lord said that he was going to bring plagues on the world, man. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's all you see. Every time you turn on the news, every time you turn on your TV, every time you flick, the posts on social media, that's all you see. Chaos, right? Riots, shootings, violence, death, destruction. That's all you see, man. The scriptures tell you that these things were going to happen. This is how we know emphatically 144,000% that the scriptures, the Bible, is absolutely real, man. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 1 again. It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Yeah, because when these days hit, and when this becomes global, national, when this comes on the four corners of the earth, you're not going to have any pleasure in those days. You're going to wish you can go back even now. How you still can sit in your house and watch TV and watch a movie and watch the game or whatever, you still go back to how it was in the 80s, in the 90s, in the early 2000s. You miss those days. You say, man, those days were more simple. Those days were more, I was more at peace. I can get some rest. Now you can't get that shit, man. You can't get no peace. You can't get no rest. So imagine when this thing goes full blown. Right? It says, while the sun or the light or the moon and the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. So, while you still can have a complete day of seasons and times of the day and stuff like that, you can kind of see those things coming. When it's daytime, you can see it get night. Right? When the clouds are out, you can see the rain coming. In the evil days, you ain't gonna pay attention to that, man. You're not gonna be trying to set things up throughout your day to do. Because you ain't gonna have time. You're not gonna be thinking about that. It's gonna be way more serious things to think about. So, you better get right. You Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, we warned you, we told you. So I got 2 clips. Let's go through. Yahba Shem Shah Willing, the elect the other 5. Shalom.
Overnight, violent clashes unfolding in the streets of Minneapolis after the second shooting by a federal agent in 1 week. Law enforcement agents deploying chemical irritants as demonstrators set off fireworks in their direction. Homeland Security officials say the latest violence stems from an attempted traffic stop last night. They say the subject of the stop, a Venezuelan immigrant, tried to flee and a struggle ensued. Officials say 2 people came out of nearby homes and hit law enforcement with a shovel and a broom handle. An agent then opened fire, shooting a male attacker in the leg. 2 others were taken into custody.
This is already a very tense situation, and we do not need this to escalate any further.
Deputy U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche responding, saying the Minnesota insurrection is a direct result of a failed governor and a terrible mayor encouraging violence against law enforcement. It's disgusting. Walls and Frey, I'm focused on stopping you from your terrorism by whatever means necessary. This is not a threat. It's a promise.
This is not creating safety. It's certainly not creating safety when a huge percentage of the shootings that have taken place so far this year in Minneapolis have been by ICE.
Officials trying to lower the temperature after the fatal shooting of Renee Good last week. Violent scenes playing out on a daily basis. Agents firing pepper spray, dragging people from cars, and bursting into this family's home with a battering ram.
Show the warrant first.
An immigrant from Africa was facing removal for a decade-old drug conviction. His family says agents showed a warrant signed by an immigration officer, not a judge. And now a potential legal battle over Renee Good's death. Her family has hired the attorney who represented George Floyd's family. The state of Minnesota has asked a federal judge to issue a temporary restraining order to stop agents from carrying out raids and arrests, claiming they're unconstitutional.
And these agents, they got full immunity. So they could put you to death and be relocated, like that officer, that scumbag that shot that Edomite in the face. They relocated him and his family, man. He's somewhere, probably sipping damn margaritas on the beach in Miami or one of these other countries, man. And I heard they was just pouring in money on his GoFundMe or whatever, man. So it's become popular. It's become a thing, and it has become rewarding to kill, you people here in America, Babylon the Great, man. Babylon the great whore. So this thing ain't gonna, it ain't gonna cease, man. They once the civilians come out, because that's what's gonna happen, man. The civilians, the regular everyday civilians, are gonna come out, and they're gonna come out armed, and they're going to start fighting back. They're going to start shooting back. ICE agents are going to start getting put down the same way they've been putting people down. And there's going to be an all-out war here in America, man. It's starting in Minneapolis. It's going to trickle on down to all the other 50 states. Right? That's what's going to go down, man.
The governor warns the situation could become even more chaotic, saying this about President Trump.
This week, he went online to promise that, quote, the day of retribution and reckoning is coming. That's a direct threat against the people of this state who dared to vote against him 3 times and who continue to stand up for freedom with courage and empathy and profound grace.
As for the state's request for a restraining order, the judge is giving the Trump administration more time to respond.
So, yeah, man, it's not a game. And DT, Donald Trump, you know, this devil is blatant with it. This is 2 Ezra 9 and verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure the time diligently in itself. We measure the time, the men of the Lord, we measure the time through prophecy, what we see on the earth. It said, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. This is the Lord visiting the earth, man. Right? People think that when the Lord comes, it's going to be, you know, hopscotch and basketball games and giving out roses and all that, man. No, when the Lord visits the earth, man, it's judgment. Right? It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquake and uproars of the people. Uproars of the people is an everyday thing. That's normal now. Right? That's a normal thing. Uproars of the people. Right? But with all this that we're seeing, Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave us the blueprint on what to do. This is because this is going to get worse, man. It's going to get worse. This is 2 Ezra 14 and verse 14. It said, let go from the immortal thoughts and cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. We can't be weak in this time, man. This is what it's all about. It says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Right? So what we're seeing now is going to get 10 times, 20 times, 30 times worse. Right? It says, for look how much the world shall be weaker with age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein, man. So the evils are going to increase. People getting pulled out of their car. You seen they had a battering ram breaking into people's houses. You know, all types of stuff, man. Imagine when they bust in your house, not to arrest you, but to put you to death in your house, man. That's coming. So you people playing like Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not a power that you should fear. You should fear, man. You should fear. And let's not forget, like the elites, you know, they had this thing in play for years. They knew it would be a revolt. They know what buttons to push for you Babylonians to react. They knew, man. They know. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, meaning destruction. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. They don't have the swords yet. They got the signs. They throwing snowballs. But what happened once they get to the bullet box, like that dude said, man? He said, we're not going to the ballot box. We need to get to the bullet box. Right? What's going to happen when that happens? There's going to be dead bodies in the street. It's going to be dead bodies in the street, man. Right? So it says, for there shall be sedition among men, right? Right? Multiple uprisings around this place. Multiple, man. It says, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. So these people are about to take power into their own hands. They're about to get cardinal to the 10th power, man. Right? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. The people are afraid, man. Right? But because of their pride, these cities are going to be turned upside down because people are hella proud in America, man. Right? I'm an American citizen. I got rights. Your rights is being stripped right in front of you, man. You can't run that I got rights shit. They don't give a shit about your rights, man. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's coming as well. Home invasions, Americans against Americans, Egyptians against the Egyptians, man. Right? Isaiah and Salaki, I'm gonna play it. I know I'm going and I'm ranting a little bit. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4. Right? Isaiah 19 and 4. It says, and the Egyptians will I give over unto the hand of a cruel Lord. Who's the Lord now? DJ Trump, man. It says, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts, man. So this is a fierce king saying the day of reckoning is coming. You want to fight back? You dare fight back when we trying to take away your rights? Right? So, you know, this devil, man, he got a lot of blood on his hands, and he's going to put more of it on his hands, man. And he's gonna sacrifice his own people. And Jake, you're not out the way. You know, you got this, why ain't black Americans out there? Black Americans ain't got nothing to do with this. You can't deport black Americans. Your black ass gonna be deported, man, too. You about to catch hell too, man. Right? You about to catch hell too. You know? So you can play like it ain't gonna go down, but it is. So let's play this.
Check the label, cut them out, push them there, and they
And what do they really think is going to come out of this, man? You're just going to get arrested, beat up, shot. You know, what are you doing, man? You out there, you protesting. That shit ain't going to do nothing, man. They still changing laws while you protesting, man. While you saying no justice, no peace. While you saying you know, this is an outrage. We got to speak up against this. We got to be peaceful. Right? While we were peacefully protesting, they attacked us. America was not built on peace. America was built on violence and bloodshed. That's the same way America is going to go out. Right? That's the same way it's going to go out.
You was just using his First Amendment. You actually defended the Constitution.
You're gonna kill me, Daddy! You're gonna shoot me!
Let him go.
Nobody's touching you!
And you're not gonna see the men of the Lord out here during no fucking protest, man. We doing what we was commanded to do, which is teach the word. Right? Warn our people to stay away from this folly, man. This is all folly right here. It's madness and it's folly. Nothing's gonna come out of it but dead bodies. You know, people getting locked up, bruised up, getting sent to the hospital. Nothing's gonna come out of this, man. This is all cardinal. The scriptures say the weapons of our warfare are not cardinal, but spiritual, man. This truth is doing so much more damage than what these idiots can do, man. Right? Why you think the world is in an uproar? Because this word is being preached. This word has went throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Right? This is why this place is chaotic. This is why people are bugging out. This is why insurrections and seditions are increasing. This is why, man. Because of this word, man. This word is like fire. This word is fire.
You're not gonna say anything? Get back! Get back! Get back! Give me your fucking hands.
You got a tear gas gun? You're so...
And they say the Venezuelan man had crashed his vehicle attempting to flee a traffic stop and subsequently resisted officers, which you can't believe nothing these devils say. Or this witchcraft, which is the media, you know, because they'll say whatever to fit their narrative. But you know, that's neither here nor there. These devils, they become mad. They what did the scripture say about them? They said they'll be like madmen, sparing none. And who you think is bringing all of these all this uncomfortability, man? Who you think is stripping your rights? Who you think is causing this chaos, man? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is Proverbs 16:4. It says, the Lord have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And we are in the day of evil. And the wicked is made by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for his purpose. Right? It says, let's go to 7. Let's jump to 7. It says, when a man's ways please the Lord, by what? Doing what the Lord said. He said, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So the Lord is going to protect you, man, if you're doing what he said to do. If you're not, you're going to get caught up in this, man. You're gonna wind up in the spirit world. Simple as that. I got one more, and we're gonna shut it down.
Here comes Trump's bitches! One way? Are the fucking one way?
They're just doing a lot of screaming, yelling, and all that. It's not, ain't nothing coming out of that, man. So let's get this last one. We're gonna shut it down. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 14. It says, "Wherefore he saith, Awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahweh shall give thee light." Yeah, the light to see, right? The light to see all of these things that are on the earth, giving you the understanding of what you're seeing, right? If you're dead, you can't see none, man. You're in darkness, like these people are. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly," meaning watch, right? And while watching, comprehend, man. While watching, understand. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Don't be fools like these people that you see on this video. It says, "Redeeming the time," meaning taking hold of this time, seeing what's going on, right? It says, "Because the days are evil." These days of evil is going to get more evil. People are going to lose it more, and it's going to be a lot of bloodshed, man. This is about to, boil over, right? So stay away from this, brothers, right? And the sisters that's in this truth. Stay away from this, man. Don't be nowhere near, right? Because these people that you're looking at, these people aren't gonna make it, man. They're not gonna make it. So I'm gonna leave it there. Yahweh Shem willing, the elect was the Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit of this blessing. To the next lesson. Shalom.